What are you doing, baby?
Tuning my violin for the first time.
Brand new violin family. We just sailed from the Exumas back up to, what's it called? Rose Island?
Rose Cay.
Nassau.
We caught Ciguatera, which is a neurotoxin, pathogen, evil nonsense from a big fish that we caught. So we're gonna go try to find some lobsters. And Harry's feeling like $1,000,000 and he's gonna catch lobster. How big of a lobster are you gonna catch?
At least 100 years old.
At least 100 years old. It's not a century lobster. It's not a lobster
Yeah,
at
I don't
all.
want it. Put it back. I want to have seen World War II.
It's gonna be Harry's. I want it to be seen World War II. There you go. So at least 75, 80 years.
I wasn't born in like the 40s. I don't want it.
It wasn't born. Yeah, 40s are better. And then we have anchored right outside of a reef. I mean, you probably can't see it down there, but there's a bunch of reef. So we're gonna jump in and see if we can catch something for dinner. All right.
Good morning.
Oh, it's recording.
Yeah. You can just crop all that.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. Are we talking to each other?
No, we're talking to this. I was also just telling you good morning.
Good morning.
Where are we?
We are in San Salvador. We got here yesterday. It was a rough upwind, beat into the waves for like 90 miles, tacking back and forth. It's like 6-foot seas and gusting up to 20 on a, is that close hauled?
Yeah.
So rough day, but we made it there, made it here.
Yeah.
Highlights from yesterday?
Easily last night at around 2 a.m. I was like staring up at the stars and I spotted a rocket, which looks insanely cool. I've never seen one in the night sky. I've seen one like when the sun was setting when we were near Cape Canaveral, but I've never seen one highlighted against the night sky like that. But it looked so beautiful. I could just see I guess that was the fuel plume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The exhaust plume.
The exhaust plume. And then it was a Starlink rocket, so we were able to see it separate, and we watched. I don't know what that part is called, but we watched it.
Stage
land.
separation, and then the boost burn back of the first stage. So, and the Starlink is
What he said.
What that guy said. We use Starlink to upload this video, so pretty cool watching a rocket delivering more satellites into orbit to run our internet on the back.
Yeah,
So,
and
pretty
also
neat.
so beautiful. There was
Oh,
no moon
gorgeous.
last night, so it was like perfectly visible. And then also there was a lot of bioluminescence and quite a few shooting stars. I kind of lost count.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of shooting stars. And then I would say, what is your highlight?
Easily hooking up on 2 mahi-mahi.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
We were going, I was very sleep deprived because we started last night, or 2 nights ago at midnight. And then we were going, I just had taken a nap and I just got up and I was back on the helm and look back and there's, because I hear the rod go off and I see a mahi, like a school of mahi all just jumping through the water. They were going like, and I'm like, oh my God, and I saw one on the lure back there. We have a birdie lure with squid on it. And I saw one being dragged and I was like, oh God, and I yelled at Emily because she was sleeping and she came up. And as I looked back to see that fish, another one jumped and snagged our other lure. So we have 2 lures hanging off the back of the boat. So now we have 2 mahi on the lures. It's big waves and hard winds.
Yeah, it was
so we're getting
very cool
smashed
and
around.
very chaotic.
Very
One
chaotic.
mahi is like very cool and still challenging, and 2 mahi is like insanely blessed, but also very chaotic.
Very chaotic and very rare to be able to land both and get both in the boat because you have to turn up wind and then roll up sails.
It's definitely a 2-person job because it requires
Yeah,
someone
at
to be
least.
managing the sailboat, and then the other person is like running around dodging things, like you were going
Yeah.
under the solar panels
Yeah,
on
like
the sailboat. You're like
passing the
weaving
rod.
the rod through
yeah.
shit.
As it's fighting, so you're like, don't, like I'm passing it to Emily and I'm like, don't let go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were able to get both and yoinked both onto the boat and
Now we have 2 mahi.
now we got 2 yummy mahi-mahi and they're
Seems
small,
like a
which
good
is
first fish post
good for us.
Ciguatera.
Yeah, because we caught Ciguatera about a week ago, 8 days ago, and we've been feeling like crap. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
I think this is nature's
fish.
sign that
Yeah.
it is our time to eat fish again.
Eat more fish because
Yeah.
we live on the
we're-
water. So.
Otherwise, it's a lot of rice and beans.
yeah, we don't have
So
much
I'm
other
ready for
meat.
some fish, yeah.
So yeah, vegetarian chili. Mm.
And then what are we eating here?
And then we're having breakfast. We're having gritties and eggs. They're a little smiley face.
Which
So-
Eddie so kindly made.
And the green onions are from our herb garden.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And we'll probably be here for a few days, which
Yeah,
is very
yeah.
exciting, so we can catch up on sleep, do some chores.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do chores and all those kinds of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're
just
gonna
sitting
go.
out a storm that's rolling in tomorrow, and it'll be here for most of the weekend. We're pretty far north of it, so it shouldn't impact us too much, but it does look like the winds will be pretty strong coming in from the east. But
Yeah.
this anchorage looks like it'll have great
is-
protection.
But it's strong.
What do you mean?
Like how strong is it supposed to be?
Oh, it's, I guess, 25, gusting up to 30.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is
Sustained
pretty
winds at
strong.
25. It's not the strongest that we've seen at all. And this anchorage looks like it'll have great protection. Mostly I'm just worried about wraparound waves, like any of the swell caused by the storm wrapping around into the anchorage. Just because this anchorage is pretty open.
North
And
south,
that
pretty open.
that kind of stinks.
Yeah, but we're on
'Cause
the
then-
we are on the west side of the island, which provides protection from an eastern storm.
Yeah, so it should be totally fine.
Should be chill.
And hopefully we'll just get a bunch of chores done, sleep,
I'm
play
hoping
some
to
cribbage.
catch some lobster.
catch some lobster, go
Because
fishing around here.
lobster less likely to have ciguatera than anything else. So hopefully we can catch some lobster.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it can have ciguatera.
Oh, it can't? Oh, it's got the other crazy poisonings.
Shellfish can have types of sicknesses,
Yeah.
which I learned thanks
Yeah.
to Google.
Fucking good.
But the odds are very low of lobster. I think it's
Yeah.
mostly crab.
Okay, cool. So catch some lobster then. I'll try to get the drone up today, but we're in an amazing anchorage. It drops off like 5,000 feet, from like 60 feet to 5,000 feet right there. So I'm gonna go work the shelf and see if we can find some corals
Work the shelf.
and rocks to go find some lobsters.
Yeah, and cook up this mahi.
Yeah. So we're gonna eat breakfast and check back in later. Jamming.
Hey baby, what do you got going on here?
That's a mahi mahi. So nice they named it twice.
This will be our first time eating any fish since we got ciguatera poisoning. We made some fresh tortillas from scratch. We've got our toppings all prepared. Fingers crossed, no cig.
All right, sunset time. We're gonna go collect some firewood. What are we gonna do?
Make a fire for sunset.
Make a sunset fire. Sunset fire time. We're getting bit up by bugs, so let's get this fire made. We got our fire made. What's going on, baby?
We made a sunset fire.
Sunset fire.
And
There's
it's a
our
stunning sunset.
fun boat over there.
We just need some marshmallows.
We're gonna try to find a place that has marshmallows at some point, and then we can do marshmallow s'mores.
Yeah.
Reese's s'mores on the beach during sunset.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, so that's what we're doing.
It's pretty amazing. What a lucky life.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby right now. Little dinghy. What are you doing, baby?
Making some bagels.
Bagling?
Yeah, bagling. We tried to get some bagels at the store recently, ended up buying only cream cheese, no bagels, and so now we have an excessive amount of cream cheese. It's either this or make a carrot cake. I voted carrot cake, Eddie voted bagels, so we have bagels.
My vote was actually just to eat the cream cheese by the spoonful.
Like a log.
Nom, 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 nom. So, my votes don't count.
Making some big boy bagels.
Big boy bagels.
Yeah, they're getting real puffy.
Ugh. I'm coming in for the close-up
Now
shot.
we can have some breakfast sandwiches.
Now we can make breakfast sandwiches, and Emily's a wizard in the kitchen. And so she's making some bagels. Show me.
Okay, I don't know if you can see them there. These ones are already bacon. I boiled them all already.
Oh, bacon in there.
You do the ye old boil bake combo, and that's what gets them real crispy. Put a little egg wash on there. Gets the outside crispy, keeps the inside soft.
Real nice.
Real nice, like.
She whip it up in the kitchen. We make bagels. Good bagels. And show you what they look like in a minute.
What do you got going on?
We are replacing a pump for our water maker. It's the saltwater supply pump. So it pumps water from the outside of the boat in through seacock right down there. You can't really see it very well without any light. So that's seacock right here. Water flows through that, goes through this little screen there, and then goes to a pump. But the pump that was in there was broken. So we bought a new one, and I am currently wiring it up. So just putting some wire crimps on it, and then we will be able to make fresh water. So it's the pump for the supply side of salt water into our water maker that makes fresh water. So good. And for breakfast, what do we got, baby?
We have some fresh bagels that I
These
made
are
last
the bagels
night.
that she made yesterday.
Yeah.
They look amazing. Amazing. We're gonna
Make
toast
some
them
bagel
up
sammies.
and make some bagel sammies.
Yeah.
And you know how you can tell it's the morning?
How can you tell us the morning? Oh goodness.
Oh my goodness. Slipper time.
I'm double warmed up today.
All warmed
Got
up.
my socks and my slippies.
The Bahamas is cold sometimes.
The Bahamas is cold. Mostly
Real
it's
cold.
the sick, but yeah.
The Ciguatera got us pretty good. Goddamn Ciguatera. Alright, I'll give you a little view of what we got going on out here. It's getting a little windy, so we're gonna move over on yonder, but pretty calm here, just a little rolly, but absolutely gorgeous out here. We are gonna move. We're gonna move up in there, kind of in that little hollow point there, so. I'm right next to you, you didn't notice. Oh, whoa. Careful. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trying to get your half shot.